mentioned the Singles Project earlier, my Patreon page. Patreon.com/Greg Clown. Releasing one new song a month. And I released this one. This was song number 3 for the project. It's called The Thing About Scars. I still think about you all of the time. Sometimes I get mad too. I thought by now I'd be fine. When you left your mark on me, you took it too far. I'll have this forever. That's the thing about scars. The thing about scars. They help you to heal. The constant reminder is just part of the deal. Now and forever, wherever you are, I'll have you here with me. That's the thing about scars. I thought at first maybe I could cover it up, like my love for you, baby, was ever enough. Everyone has their story. This one is ours. It ain't very pretty, but that's the thing about scars. The thing about scars. They help you to heal. The constant reminder is just part of the deal. Now and forever, wherever you are, I'll have you here with me. That's the thing about scars. Everyone has their story. This one is ours. It ain't very pretty, but that's the thing about scars. Thank you very much. The Thing About Scars from the Singles Project. Patreon is this really cool social media. It's a way for folks like you all to support your artist friends. Not all of my gigs, believe it or not, are as good as this one. Sometimes I'm in a loud room where people aren't paying attention and they don't pay $15 or $20 to attend the event. And some shows get booked 3 months in advance, and then 2 weeks before the show you get an email or a phone call canceling the event for one reason of many. And so to have a night like this is great, but it's not my every gig kind of life. And so Patreon is this place where folks subscribe. On my page, that's $5 or $20, you decide. And then no matter what happens in the gigging world, I have a reliable source of income. You know, $300 a month don't sound a lot to a lot of people, but to me it's a game changer. You know, so consider the 7-day, there's a free 7-day trial. Consider checking out the Patreon page. Let me see, what could I play next? How about the latest single from the Singles Project?
Sure.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to even play harmonica and going to use a different one this time. So far I've only used 2 and I've got like 12 of them. Gonna mix it up with the D harp for some A blues. My buddy Jonathan Bird and I co-wrote this one. It's called Jimmy Says. says, morning Dan, give me deer corn, night crawlers and a gallon of gas. He's got a truck with a winch and a boat on the hitch. He comes here every Saturday and chats. He says my mama's doing better, got a heater for the trailer. It's a shame about the price of kerosene. Bless his heart, it isn't pretty, and I'm sure that I'm forgetting something. Jimmy says a lot of things. Jimmy says, listen, ever since I started fishing, I always catch more than I can keep. He said, now would you get a load of this? My brother is a socialist, wants everything in life for free. I say, hey, what about that Pontiac up on blocks out and back? He said, I'm gonna fix it in the spring. He's been saying that for years. I hope I'm being clear. Jimmy says a lot of things. Jimmy says, walk the walk if you're gonna talk the talk. Jimmy says, stand your ground, but don't take your guns to town. Seeing straight, I ran off the rural route. I was sitting in a ditch, here comes Jimmy's son bitch, and he hitched me up and winched me out. Now here's the thing about Jimmy, he never would forgive me if I tried to give him anything. The only price I had to pay, he's got a lot of things to say. Jimmy says a lot of things. All the time he saved me walking, he spent all of it talking. You know Jimmy says a lot of things. Jimmy says, I hear the train coming. Roll around
Train song.
I ain't seen sunshine since I don't know when. Stuck in Folsom prison, time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps right rolling, right on up to San Antonio home. I ain't no Johnny Cash, but I like wearing black. I have been to jail, and I ain't going back. I learned my lesson, I tried to right my wrongs. I even bought a guitar and I started writing songs. Every day, rain or shine, I pick up my pen and jot down a few lines. If you want to hear some new songs, I've got a whole batch. Don't get too excited though, I ain't no Johnny Cash. I ain't no Johnny Cash, this much is understood. Some folks like my music though, they tell me that I'm good. They download songs on Bandcamp, follow me on Twitch. I might not be famous, but I found my little niche. Other folks can be so mean, like the time I got reviewed in that big time magazine. Critics said this climber guy is going nowhere fast. I'm sure his mama loves him, but he ain't no Johnny Cash. I ain't no Johnny Cash haters, but she comes to my shows. sings along with all my songs, taps her pretty toes. She's the kind of gal who makes a feller walk the line, and I'd be Johnny Billionaire if she'd say she'd be mine. Every day, rain or shine, I'll have her love, she'll have mine. Yeah, just like June Carter, this gal is quite a catch. I don't know what she sees in me though. I ain't no Johnny Cash. True story. I put out an album a couple of years ago called Singing for My Life. One of my dear friends in the world is Bill Pasalacqua, and he and I co-wrote a song. We've co-written several songs, but we made this one up most recently, and it's called Bluegrass Moon. I was born in a city under a bluegrass moon. My mama hummed mountain tunes. Daddy strummed his Martin guitar. I rolled in my sweet mother's arms. Blue moon or an old factory. You can't see the stars for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. Granddaddy moved north midway through the last century. Mama tells he really loved me. My heart swells when I think of the man who baptized my feet with soil from our homeland. Blue moon or an old factory. You can't see the stars for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. They worked to make other men wealthy. They paid union dues till they died. Now the work is gone too. I still cry on the ride to his grave. I pray he finds peace in the Buckeye State. Blue moon or an old factory. You can't see the stars for the lights of the city. Lord, let me die in Kentucky. Lord, let me songs like that one I have on CD. Some of these other songs I keep mentioning in the singles project. And then there's all the other songs I've written that I'd like to play because they're new. But if you ask me, where's that one at? It's not out there yet. But I got this song called The Great Blackjack Game that I'd like to play for you. And it is a rumba. So if you've been waiting for one, now these 4 minutes are for you, kid. The Great Blackjack Game sounds like this here. Two roads diverged, two stories were written. A fish came on land, an apple was bitten. Answers were sought, questions were found. The earth it was flat until it was round. Lands were conquered, people were sold. More roads diverged, more stories were told. The books got written, but the pages were torn. The natives were restless, and God was born. And God was born. Two roads diverged, then diverged again. A fork in the road, a means to an end. God threw a tantrum, he wanted a gun. So God gave the apes opposable thumbs. They conceived of a bomb where the atom would split. They selected their target was hit. Lilith returned to the land of her birth. The strong survived and the meek inherited the earth. The meek inherited the earth. Two roads diverged, the rich and the poor. They taught us a lesson. The lesson is more. The Pope tells the peasants, God loves the needy, but the kings and the queens do not mind being greedy. The fix is in. This tour will be guided. History's not written, history's decided. A child asks why, nobody knows. The teacher shrugs. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Two roads diverged, the yin and the yang. In the garden a rib, in the sky a big bang. Galileo went to jail for telling the truth about the road to salvation. And all of its totals, the stage was set for the great blackjack game. They gave away tickets and everyone came. The players were exactly who you'd expect. Jesus shuffled the cards and Darwin cut the deck. Ooh. And Darwin cut the deck. No one took me up on the opportunity to rumba. So it goes.